Hey guys, today I'm filming the next update in my sample project pan series. Again, my video is being filmed late, so I think that this is about 4 or maybe 5 weeks worth of progress. And I do have a decent amount of empties, and I made a lot of progress on some other things, so I'm excited about that. But this is going to be a long video as always, so I want to jump in. And I did decide to weigh some products last month, so I did write down those weights, and I will weigh them again today to see if we've got any noticeable changes there. So first we will just start by talking about the things that I used up. Starting with hair care products, I used this Serum Silver shampoo, and this is for people with cool blonde hair. So this is a purple shampoo that is used to help keep away the brassiness. I do really like the scent of this. I think that this was nice and it wasn't too moisturizing. I feel like shampoos like this can be a little bit drying, so you should use it like every other time you wash your hair. I used it every time, and that works for me because I have very oily roots, and it's not something that I would repurchase right now. I don't necessarily think I need a blonding shampoo because I do dye my hair a warmer blonde, so I don't think I need to repurchase this, but I did really like it, and I would definitely use it up if I got another one. Next, I used up 2 more products from System Professional, the Color Save Conditioner and the Color Save Mask. And this is the second tube I've used up of the conditioner. I don't really like this. It doesn't do anything for my hair. It's not hydrating enough. If you guys don't know, my hair type is that I have very oily roots but very dry ends. So the conditioner was a no-go, but the mask was fantastic. Great scent. It did really make my hair feel hydrated. I have liked every single mask that I've tried from System, and honestly, I haven't noticed a difference between them, but any of their masks are great. The only bummer is I think they all come in a tub in the full size instead of a squeeze tube, which is a shame. I definitely prefer a squeeze tube, especially for in the shower. So the shampoo was good. The conditioner I would pass, and then the mask was great. I also had a foil sample hair mask that I used up. This is the Clairol Shimmer Lights Violet Toning Mask. So this is a very bright purple mask, and this actually surprised me because it will cool down your hair, because it actually did leave a little bit of a stain on my hand, even though it was barely in my hand for very long. My hand was stained a little bit. You do need to really kind of wipe down your shower afterwards because it will kind of splatter about and leave a little bit of stainage. But this is really nice. It is very hydrating. I like the scent of this, and I do think if you wanted to make sure your cool blonde hair stayed cool, I would definitely recommend this product. I think it did a nice job, just not necessary for my hair color. I used up my leave-in, which is the Bumble Don't Blow It Fine Hair Styler, and I do think this was nice. It didn't weigh down my hair. It had a nice scent, made it feel a little bit smoother, and I enjoy this product, but I do prefer a leave-in that is in a spray bottle. So I think this is a good product, but I actually prefer from Bumble the Hairdresser Invisible Primer, not the oil but the primer. I think that one's really nice. So good product. I'll use it up if I get another, won't repurchase. And then my final hair empty is another from Bumble. This is a mini of their Surf Spray Salt Spray. I have 3 of these that I am wanting to get through by the end of summer. I don't know that it's going to happen. I did get through this one pretty quickly, and what I did when I washed my hair was I combed it out, I sprayed this in, I braided my hair, sprayed it, and then in the morning after I took out my braids, I sprayed it again. And that's really what it sounds wasteful, but I need to do that for my hair because it wants to be so straight. And I could have gone through more of these, but I was testing out the insert name here hair, and I didn't want to have like textured hair when I was using those products. And I will work on some more now, but I did just dye my hair, and I don't want it to make my hair too dry by using a salt spray. But this is not near as dry as the Not Your Mother's one. So anyway, I will still try to get through them by the end of summer. That is still my goal. So I'm finished 1 of 3. Then moving on to skincare, I used an eye cleanser, which is the Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. This was a 1 fluid ounce bottle. We were up here. And I did use this quite liberally. I have a lot of cleansers right now, and I really want to work through them before they expire, so I'm not going to be so stingy with the amount of product that I'm using. But I don't love this. It did foam, and foaming cleansers I've come to see are just not my favorite, even though I have oily skin and I think foaming cleansers work well with oily skin. For some reason, I feel like it just doesn't do as much when it's foaming. Love a foaming hand soap, but I don't know. It didn't do much for me. The Acne facial cleanser I like much more from Badescu, and I would purchase that one over this one. I haven't really had to buy a cleanser in forever because I've had so many freebies, but this is not one that I would add to my purchase list, but it wasn't terrible. And then I used up this little Baby Origins Checks and Balances polishing face scrub. This was nice. It did have more of a sandy consistency, which I do like because I feel like it really helps to like get in there and really scrub the skin. Had a nice scent to it. It's a good product, but I wouldn't repurchase. I like my other scrubs a little bit more than this, but if this went on sale half off, I might consider purchasing it. It was good. And then I did use up my daytime moisturizer, which was the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Hydrating Cloud Cream. And this is a nice product. It is a gel consistency, but it does still give some nice hydration. And I think this would be a good product that would work for a lot of skin types for the daytime, but it was just okay. I'll definitely use them up if I get more, but I would not repurchase. Then for my nighttime moisturizer, I was using this mini of the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. And this is something I've used before and really loved and thought I'd want to repurchase. But when I used it this time, I wasn't as impressed with this. It's not a bad product. It definitely is very hydrating. Nice light scent. But if I'm going to buy a high-end moisturizer, I'm going to purchase the Belif Aqua Bomb for the day and the Moisture Bomb for the night. I do think I'll probably actually get around to buying those probably during the Sephora VIB sale. I know that Ulta has some sets too, but I actually prefer the variety of products in the Sephora set. So I'll probably buy those later in the year, which will give me more time to use some things up, but it was fine, wouldn't repurchase. And if I get any more minis, I'll probably pass them on. My last skincare empty would be the Belif Moisturizing Eye Balm, and I went through this pretty quickly, I think like in a month, and that is sad. But this is a great product. I've used this before and hadn't really liked it, and I've given so many of these to my sister to use up, and now I'm wishing I kept them for myself. It is really good. If they have any more of these as 100-point perks, I would totally pick them up. I have other favorite eye creams, but they're all really expensive. They're actually more expensive than this one. I love the Drunk Elephant C Tango Firming Eye Cream as well. I've tried that as a 100-point perk. I had 4 of them. So this is something that I also would consider purchasing later this year in the VIB sale, because I think they also have a set for this. So I am probably gonna do that later this year, but you'll see I really don't have very many eye creams left. So in the meantime, if these come up as 100-point perks, I will get them. It's a shame that you can only add one of each perk to your cart online. In store, you can get several of the same product, but not online. So if it does become available, I probably will have to go to the store and just find something to buy so that I can get a bunch of those, because I actually really like it for my under eyes. It's just nice and smooth. I love the texture of it. It's not too thin and slippery. It's not heavy, doesn't give me any milia bumps. It just works really well for my under eyes. And then we've got my body care empties. So this is something that I forgot to show you guys last month, but I had only used it like 2 or 3 times between those updates. But since my last update, I did completely finish this. So this is the DermaE Scar Gel. This is a 2-ounce tub, and I think this might be their only size, and I went through this very fast because I'm using this on my stretch marks, and I have a lot on my stomach, my thighs, and my butt. I did not take care of my skin like I should have, and I'm paying for it now. I'm okay with it. Scars don't really bother me. But I'm putting on a lot of my body, so I'm going through it very quickly. And I actually had been using this like every other day, because you guys know I'm very lazy with body products. So every other day is actually a huge improvement for me. But this says for new scars, apply 2 to 3 times a day for 8 weeks. And for old scars, apply twice a day for 3 to 6 months. So I've been going through a ton of this. I think if you're using this on your face, just like little areas, it would last you a lot longer, obviously. But using this on such a large part of my body, I am going through it very quickly, but I feel great having that as an empty. I haven't really noticed it do anything for my stretch marks, but I also am not using it 2 or 3 times a day like it says I should. and it is like a jelly consistency that I don't love initially, but it does dry down. I like the scent of this, but it's weird because it's like little pieces will kind of dry up and then you kind of feel them as you're rubbing it into your skin, and then I'm just kind of like, you know, picking off those little pieces, but it's not too bothersome. I wouldn't repurchase it yet, but I have one more that I'm working on now, and then I did just get a DermaE package with another of these, which is exciting, but I'm like, dang, I used one up and now I have another. So my inventory numbers are not going to go down, which I'm about to film that video this month, but still I feel very proud to have that used up. But I'm even more proud to say that I used up 2 of the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, and I was actually just using these on my arms, and again, using it about every other day. That's the best that I can do. And these have 0.84 fluid ounces or 25 mils, so I'll show them both to you. And I actually have like a little cleansing balm spatula that I've been using with these. It does smell really good. My husband loved this, and I applied this at night, which I thought was perfect because this is a very like intense, overwhelming scent. So in the morning I could still smell it, but it wasn't as intense, and I definitely preferred that. I think I actually can wear perfume when I have this on if I apply it the night before. And then there's my second one. So super happy to have those used up. They've been sitting around for a little while, so this is a huge accomplishment for me, and I'm actually need to set these out because I'm going to be saving these to show in my end of the year makeup empties with my perfumes, because again, I use this instead of a perfume, and I'm feeling really proud that I used those up. Those were all of my empties, and now we're going to move on to the products that I'm currently using. Some of these are rollovers from last month, some of these are brand new. I'm going to show them to you in the order that I applied them, but I will have them separated in the description box in progress and newly added. So starting with hair, got a lot of things here. I already started on my next oldest mini shampoo and conditioner. That would be the Kenra Color Maintenance Shampoo and Conditioner. And surprisingly, I've almost used about the same amount of product, which hardly ever happens. So here is the shampoo. I'm about halfway done. And then here is the conditioner, which I'm a little bit more than halfway on this. But you can see they're super close. So these should definitely be done by next month. And then I do have another conditioner, and this came with my hair dye kit. This is the Garnier Nutrisse After Color Mask. And you can see I have a little bit more than half the product left, but this is a very skinny bottle, so I'll definitely get through this. I'm hoping I can get through both of my conditioners, but I will be focusing on this as my conditioner first, mixed with the Kenra shampoo. Then once this is done, I will move on to this. I really wish they sold this in a full-size bottle because this is so good and I love the scent. So hopefully I can get through all of those. Then for my leave-in product, the next oldest is another of my favorite. I just used up one of these a couple months ago. This is the Pureology Color Fanatic Multitasking Hair Beautifier. It has 1 ounce in it. This is brand new. I have not used this yet. Then I have another of the Bumble and Bumble Surf Spray Salt Sprays. Hopefully, I'm gonna actually make myself do this after I shower tonight and see how it makes my hair feel. If it doesn't feel too dry and damaged, then I will push through to really try to get these used up by the end of summer. And then I do have my dry shampoo, which is the Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo for light tones. This is a 1.7 ounce. I'm loving this. It works really well. It smells really good. And this is something that I weighed last month, so I'm gonna weigh it again. Last month, it was weighing at 2.41 ounces. And this month it's weighing at 1.399 ounces, which is not too bad. I am making pretty steady progress in this, and it does feel pretty empty, so this should be done by next month as well. Moving on to skincare, I'm gonna basically be showing you everything in my routine, minis and full-size products, because I am running low on my mini stash, which is so exciting. When I film my hair, skin, and body inventory update this month, I will show you my storage too, so that you guys can see how that's changed from the beginning of the year, because it really has changed quite a bit. And I can't remember why I was saying that. Yeah, I'm just gonna start using full-size products, showing them to you, showing you my progress markings, weighing them, and whatnot. So this is going from like a sample project pan to like a skincare project pan, but that's okay. We're keeping the same name because I got hair and body products in here as well, and my monthly empties, you know. So for skincare, first we've got my makeup remover. This is the Lancome BiFacil face, and I made a huge jump in progress because I did use this with the reusable cotton pads that I got from Shop Miss A to test it out. So we were right here last month. Now we are all the way down here. So if I do that again, then I will get through this very quickly, but we'll see. If this still takes me several more months, I will be okay with that. This is the last liquid makeup remover that I have, so I'm fine with the progress. Then for my cleanser, I have the Kate Somerville Eradicate Daily Foaming Cleanser. This one is much creamier than the Mario Badescu was, even though they're both foaming cleansers. And I am a little bit more than halfway done with this. We can see there is some product that's still up here on the sides. So I do think this can be done by next month. Like I said, I am applying my cleanser a little bit more liberally than I had previous years to try to work through them. Then I do have my scrub. I'm using the Pure Joystick Exfoliating Pore Cleanser, and this comes with 1 ounce of product, but we will see what this weighs. And it is weighing at 2.355 ounces. Next, I have my toner, which I'm gonna weigh as well. Because of the sticker, I can't quite tell where I am. This is the Pixie Retinol Tonic. This is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle. And my sister had used a little bit of this previously, and then I gave her a different one instead because I did really want to try this. So like I said, it is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle, so let's see what it weighs. I've used a lot because it is weighing at 2.618 ounces. Next, we have my serums. These are both full size for the day. I'm using the Murad Acne Control Outsmart Acne Clarifying Treatment. This is a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. I did try to squeeze the product down to see where I am. It was brand new last month. Now we're down to here, which is nuts because I have been using it every day. So if I still make that slow progress, I'm definitely gonna be using this through the end of the year, but I was able to weigh this one last month. And last month it weighed 2.84 ounces, and today it weighs 2.528 ounces. So there is some progress there. Then for my nighttime serum, I'm using this 1 ounce of the Sunday Riley A+ High Dose Retinoid Serum. And as you guys can tell, the packaging is very dark, and because this is a glass bottle, it was too heavy for my scale, but I also thought I wasn't able to see through it. But just for the heck of it today, I held it up in front of my light. I could see through it perfectly. So I'm able to see where I am now, but I don't know where I was last month. It was brand new, but I don't necessarily think that means that the bottle is filled to the top. So if so, that's great. I used up a lot. If not, it's just annoying me. I can't figure out where I was, but let me see if this is finally weighable, and then I'll show you the progress line. And it is still too heavy for my scale, but that is okay. So right here is where I am now, and if I used up that much in a month, that's insane because I use about a pump and a quarter to a pump and a half of this every night. But 1 ounce isn't as much as I think it is, which I guess makes sense because some of these other products are 1 ounce and they look smaller. It's just a lot fancier packaging. If you guys can see all the excess packaging here, it's just that center part there that actually has the product in it. So maybe the packaging is just deceiving, but I do still think that this might take me 2 to 3 more months to use up, which I am fine with. Next, I have some mini moisturizers. This first one is for the daytime. This is the Dr. Zenovia Aloe Vera Blemish Soothing Moisturizer. And this is not very old, but I've gotten so many full-size Dr. Zenovia products that I haven't gotten around to trying them. And I really want to test and review more of their products, so I decided to go ahead and throw this in. And I do believe that this pumps up from the bottom. So it was full, and now I'm up to here. So maybe 1 or 2 more months. I really do use like a pump and a half of this one. Then for the nighttime, I'm using this half a fluid ounce of the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream, which is, I know, a super expensive product. And again, I'm about halfway done. So I do think that I can have this finished by next month, which would be fantastic. This maybe, or maybe 2 months. Then I did want to add in this sunscreen. I used it over the weekend on my face and on my body to get through it because I don't want it to expire. This is the Tula Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel with SPF 30, and I thought I had more in here, but I guess it's full of air because when I held it to the light, I'm actually down here. So really like one more application and this should be done. I do have another of these as well that I also got last year, so I want to make sure to get used up. And then I do have another eye cream. This is another mini of the Belif Moisturizing Eye Balm. I did get this as a 100-point perk, and then when I made my next Sephora order, it wasn't available anymore, or I would have gotten some more, unfortunately. So I'm gonna savor this, and these last between a month to 2 months. Then I have some random skincare products that I really want to make sure that I'm using. They're definitely neglected categories for me. The first would be masks. Luckily, I've gotten rid of really like all my masks except for a few mini glam glows. This is the Youth Mud Glow Stimulating Treatment. So I definitely need to use this. Put it on before I take a shower on days where I'm not wearing makeup. Then I also would like to use up these Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peels, and there are 3 treatments in this package, but it is like a 2-step, but still 3 days of use. But I know that you should really like have several days in between using these because they can be harsh on the skin, but I actually have like 3 more sets of these, so I want to get through one of them. And then I have my last 2 sheet masks that I really want to use up because I don't think sheet masks do anything, and I don't actually love the experience. So this is the Corona Matte Mud Face Mask and the Lancome Advanced Genifique Hydrating Melting Mask. So we'll see what I think of those. Then I have my body products, and again, I'm going to be using the DermaE Scar Gel from this new container. I've used it like once. There's what the consistency looks like. So this will probably take me 2 months to get through, but we'll see. I just need to be good about using it. Then I do have some more Boom Boom cream to use up. So I have one more of the 25 ml size, and you can see that I actually already have used this one some. I think only like twice. It doesn't come completely full. So once this one's done, I do want to use this little deluxe sample I got from Sephora as like just one of their like free samples, and this has 0.25 fluid ounces or 7.5 mils. So it's a good bit less than that's in here, but I would like to get these used up, and then I'll be totally done with those lotions, which will be exciting. I also want to use up this perfume sample because I've had it kicking around for a couple of months, and this is the Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Fresh. And then I also want to continue to track the progress on my body scrub. This is the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub, and when I was squeezing the product, I thought I was down here because there's so much air, but when I held it up to the light, I'm actually down here, which is insane and doesn't make me happy because this is very expensive. I think I attempted to weigh this last month and it said it was too heavy, so we'll see if a weight shows up now. And it does. It weighs 3.52 ounces, and this comes with 4 ounces of product. So I really do think I'm all the way down here, which is insane, but I have been using this on a lot of parts of my body, but still, oh, I'm liking it, but sheesh, I know that's expensive. So a lot of exciting things to work on, and I do hope that I should have some good empties next month. I'm sure my update will be late as well. I'm really trying to catch up on videos, but you guys know it's like as soon as I catch up, something happens and then I'm behind. So now I have the random products that I used up this month. I did use 2 sheet masks, and they're area specific. So this is a Keep Smiling lip mask from Patchology. Did absolutely nothing. I think that lip masks are a complete gimmick. Wear some chapstick. Then we have the Glam Glow Eye Boost Reviving Eye Mask. Also didn't do much for me, although I do like that it literally is like a superhero mask instead of just the under eye patches, because it did stay on my face decently well, but yeah, it didn't do anything. Then I used up these 2 little samples of the Sigma Sig Magic Liquid Brush Cleanser, and I put it in this packaging here to make it easier to use. I do think this was really nice. It did a good job of getting the product out of my brushes, but, ooh, why is that wet? I don't know why that is wet. Peculiar. Anyway, I am not going to purchase it though. I actually think the Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo that I use works just fine for me. I did also use up this Equate Beauty 100% acetone nail polish remover. I love this. I know acetone can be harsh. I don't mind it because it gets off all my polish pretty quickly, which is more important to me, at least with my nail health right now. I did also use up this doTERRA On Guard sanitizing mist. I had to get used to the scent. I really didn't like it at first. I do like this, but I'm not going to repurchase it right now. I do have several little mini Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers that I want to use up, so I will get through those, but I would consider repurchasing that. I do think this is nice because it doesn't make your hands greasy or like gummy like some other sanitizers can. And then I did want to also show you the hair dye that I used. I did just dye my hair the last weekend. I'm so happy that I did so. And this is the Garnier Nutrisse Nourishing a color cream. I usually use 93 Light Golden Blonde, but it was sold out at Target, so I got 82 Champagne Fizz instead. And if you guys can tell, it is a little darker on me, and it is like a little bit more of like a strawberry reddish blonde, which is what I was hoping for. That's the color that I really like on my hair. And whenever I buy anything golden, it definitely does pull red on me because I do have redheads in my family, and I really like that. I wish this was my actual natural hair color, but I do find it to be very natural. The last time that I used it, it was terrible and it was really runny and made a mess. I must have just had a bad one or something, because this one works really well. The consistency of this is like conditioner, so it's very easy to work through the hair. I never had any like drop onto myself or the floor or anything like that. I really do enjoy this. I will continue to repurchase this. I need to be better about dyeing my hair every like 3 months at least, because I hate the grow out, and my hair grows very quickly, so I'm sure I'm gonna have roots shortly, but I don't want them down here. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have dyed my hair again. And now I have a bunch of things that I'm decluttering, and like I mentioned a couple times, I am filming my hair, skin, and body inventory. So because of that, I did go through and decide to declutter some more products today that I really just don't need. So I've got most of the skincare products, so I'm gonna start with the hair and body products. So I will be putting in my summer giveaway 2 bottles of the Pureology Color Fanatic hair leave-in product. I do really love these, but I have the one I'm gonna be using now, one more mini and a full size, and a bunch of other leave-in hair products as well, and I want to get through them before they expire. So I figure, why not put something in a giveaway that I also really love and would love to share with you. This is something that I'm going to give to my sister-in-law. This is the DermaE Bonding Hair Repair Oil. I have very oily hair. Even just putting this on my ends, it actually like was fine. I didn't feel like my hair got too greasy, but I always have my hair up so much. I don't want it to get on my roots and make my roots greasy. I just don't want to use a hair oil in general. I did give this to my sister, and she was hoping that, I don't know, it just didn't work with her hair either. She also has very greasy hair, and she was looking for an oil to put on dry hair, and this is something that you should put on damp hair. So if you have any recommendations of a good oil to put on dry hair, please let me know. But I am going to pass this on to my sister-in-law to try out. Then for body, I'm going to send my friend Jean this little baby bottle of the YSL Black Opium. I did use up one of these this year, and then I also have a 1 fluid ounce and a travel spray of this perfume, and those 2 are older than this one, so I want to focus on those. And then I do have 2 other mini perfumes in my collection, but I'm hoping to finish those by the end of the year as well. And then I would just have this hanging around, and I don't want that. I don't need that. I like the scent, but I have enough of it. My friend Jean loves this as well, so I will be happy to send this her way. It is 7.5 mils. And then I'm going to be passing on this Lemongrass Spa Organic Skin and Nail Balm. I just don't think I need something like this. I don't really care about my cuticles. I probably should, but I just know I'm not going to get use out of it. And this was taking up a space in my lotion category of my inventory, and I don't need that. And I'm also going to pass on this Dr. Bronner's Peppermint Pure Castile Soap. I was using this to wash my brushes. You really have to dilute it. I wasn't doing a good job measuring it, and it's just freaking me out. That's gonna mess up my brushes. And I know that my mom uses this to mix in with some products, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give that to her. Then I have this big Sephora bag full of skincare products, and I actually have a ton of things in here from Pixi. And Pixi used to send me PR, but once I moved, I didn't get any PR anymore, which is totally fine because there were so many things that I passed on that I do feel bad when that happens, because I know they're sending it to me with the hope that I'm going to test it and review it. I have liked Pixi things that I've tried, but in general, I love the Lip Lift Max glosses. Their Glowy Gossamer highlights are really good, and their Glow Tonic and other versions of their toner are really great. There's some other things that I've liked too, but those are definitely my favorites. So speaking of toner, I put this in here as a reminder. So I have the huge size that they give out for Christmas. I'm about halfway done with one of them. And then I have one more full size that's unopened. But I really want to try out some of the other toners in my collection, and I have like 3 other ones. So the half-used big bottle I gave to my sister, and I took this one back so that I could test this, see if there's a difference. I'm not seeing one yet, but I did get rid of one of the huge sizes of the Glow Tonic. I do really like it, but you know, I wanted to try some other things as well. And then all these other things here are just unused. I haven't gotten around to. I don't want them to expire sitting here waiting on me. So I'm going to send these to my friend Courtney K. I already messaged her about it. So we have the Pixi Hydrating Milky Peel, the Detoxify Depuffing Eye Patches, Overnight Retinol Oil. I was tempted to try that, but I know I just won't use an oil. The Retinol Jasmine Cleanser, was also tempted to keep that, but I have too many cleansers. The Vitamin C Caviar Balm, which is a brightening leave-on mask. You guys know I'm bad with masks, which is why I'm also getting rid of the Glow Mud Mask. I did keep one. I kept a T-Zone Peel-Off Mask. Getting rid of the original Peel and Polish. And the Glow Tonic Serum. I've used up one of these in the past. Didn't really do anything for me. And also the Retinol Jasmine Lotion. So all those will be going to Courtney. I put this in here as a reminder as well. In the package I sent my friend Sheila, I did include a little mini IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream moisturizer. And then some other things that I'm decluttering that I've tried and did not like would be from Lemongrass Spa, their cleansing balm. I've told you guys before, I actually have disliked most of the things that I've tried from this brand. There are a few things I love. The peppermint lip scrub is great. Then I also really love their spot treatment. Everything else, no, not really. And this is their cleansing balm. I did use a decent amount of this. It has no scent, which I kind of dislike. I wish there was like a little light scent. So this does feel very oily on your face, and it makes my makeup start to break up but not completely dissolve, and then I just feel like I'm smearing around like butter in the shower, and it doesn't get it off completely, which is very annoying. And most products like this do work super well, so it just doesn't work for someone that wears as much makeup as I do. If you wear like a light amount of makeup, I do think that this could work, but it's just not for me. So I'm going to pass this on to somebody else. I wasn't gonna give it to my mom, but she hasn't even used the one that she has, so I'll ask her what she wants me to do with that. And then I have 2 full-size eye creams that I don't like. So this is one that I just got from Pinch Me, so I need to post my review. But this is the Olay Eyes Vitamin C Peptide 24 Brightening Eye Cream. I feel like this is new because I was trying to look this up to link it and I couldn't find it, at least not in this packaging. This is a lightweight gel consistency. and has like a little bit of a light scent, but this honestly just felt like a little too slippy under my eyes. I didn't feel like it was hydrating at all. I just didn't like the consistency. It was a little too gel, but too slippy. I like a gel or a serum consistency for eye cream, and this just wasn't that. Then we have the Dr. Brandt DNA Do Not Age Triple Peptide Eye Cream. I got this as a free gift, and this is just a little too thick for my liking. It didn't spread as easily, and it was just too thick. Like I said, I do prefer something that's a little bit more serum-y, so those are a pass, which is a bummer because again, the eye creams that I've loved are really expensive. So I'm very happy to declutter some more things from my collection, get my inventory numbers down a little bit. Hopefully, we will see. I do get PR from Dr. Zenovia and DermaE every month, which is so nice. I'm not complaining at all, but it definitely does make my numbers come on back up. So we'll see what they are. I'm super excited. This was a super long video. Thank you all for sticking through it. And I'm hoping that I will have a lot of empties for next month as well. I would definitely love to know what you guys do with your samples. Do you tend to give them away? Do you hang on to them? Do you use them? Let me know. And I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.